All right, man. So I'm not really going to do the intro to the video because I really feel like we need to address these topics at hand because I'm pretty much at wit's end at this point. Okay, if you know how the intro go, you know how it go. All right. Let's address the blazing hot topic right now, and I'm probably going to get blocked by Clint at some point, either during this video or after, because I'm pretty sure some of y'all can clip some of these conversations, not conversations, but some of the things that I say and send it to him or just bombard him with it. Tell you the truth, I really don't care, honestly. You know, somebody has to say it, and if he blocks me, that really just proves to a lot of people and me as to how he feels about people critiquing his work. You know what I mean? Whether it's professional or unprofessional, like he don't appreciate anybody critiquing his work. But anyway, so let's address the first topic now, and that is defense. So one thing that really gets on my nerves is the simple fact that I have so much personnel, because this is all in mud. All right, no money spent. Let me just make sure I preface that now. No money spent. All right. Before y'all start talking shit in the comment section. Oh, he playing mud. I thought he said he wouldn't give man his money no more. Shut the fuck up. Okay. So in mud, this is where I see a lot of your problems at right here. So I have Revis Island. Okay. Revis Island. I'm gonna let that sit for a second. Now, for some strange reason, no matter what I do, whether it's inside, outside, over the top, underneath, it doesn't matter what I do, because speed is the number one killer in this game. If you don't have guys that aren't fast, you're going to get burnt every time. And it seems to me like it doesn't matter whether you got player rec, awareness, zone coverage, man coverage. It doesn't matter. If he's not fast, you can forget about it. See, this is where EA has gone drunk at right here. You know what I'm saying? So another thing I want to talk about is I understand that there's different assignments and different coverages for different players and positions. I understand that. I understand that they're trying to do away with the basic cover 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 9. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. I understand that. Now, some assignments in these coverages, whether it's cover 4 palms, quarters, press, whatever it is, or cover 3 match, cover, insert all the cover 3s and cover 2s here. I understand that there's different assignments. Some of them I'm not clear on. And that's okay. That's totally fine. I understand that I'm not too clear with those, but at the same exact time, those assignments shouldn't be overriding when it's time for them to actually make a play on the ball. Now in the background, if you can't already tell now, I got some stuff looped up in the background to let you see what I'm talking about, to kind of add to more evidence as to what I'm talking about. I'm not looking at the screen right now, but you'll just have to just put 2 and 2 as I talk. So I have Darrell Revis, right? For some strange reason, it feels like to me that it doesn't matter if I don't have the speed. It doesn't matter that he's a lockdown safety or shutdown safety, or he can press, or he can play bump and run, same thing. But he has man coverage. He can play a little zone. It don't matter. If he's not fast, he's gonna get burnt every time. And that shit irks me, because for defense for the defense having to be fast because offense is fast, that doesn't make sense. That creates a level of imbalance. You see what I'm saying? Kyle Pitts, he's still one of the fastest tight ends in the game as of right now. That was like one of the rookie premier cards you can get if you did Madden 21 last year. He's still one of the fastest tight ends. He's at a 3-point stance, and for some god-awful reason, I don't understand why, but from a 3-point stance, he can stand up, do one cut, or either stand up and just run. He's already at 100% speed, while the rest of my guys, mind you, 89, 90, maybe 91 speed, are strafing and they can barely keep up. You know what I mean? There's no gradual increase to speed on offense in 22, but on defense in Madden 22, there has to be a gradual speed in order for this man to stay up with his target. You know what I'm saying? And that shit doesn't make sense to me, because at times that speed boost shit can really be annoying, because it makes you feel like your men are too slow when you know you have the speed and you have the speed and the awareness and the play rec and everything that matters to keep up with these guys. But EA loves to make it seem like that's not enough. Yo, you're too slow. You're trash. That's what my bad, I hit my mic. But that's what everybody says. You're trash. You just can't beat it. You can't stop when I'm running. That's your fault. Find some better defenses to run. That shit is stupid to me. That is so dumb. That's a great segue to what I'm about to talk about next. Y'all can't play Madden for real. You can't. The days of labbing are done. That shit is over with. Nobody goes to play Madden and lab, put 24 hours into 24 hours, 72 hours, however long that you playing Madden. All that labbing shit is dead, bro. Nobody labs anymore. Now, if you go play Madden, whether it's 22 next gen, current gen, whatever it is, or Madden 21 next gen, current gen, don't matter. You're gonna see a lot of people running only what you see on YouTube that people say works. Madden 22 right now is Mike Blitz 3 in a nickel 335 wide. That's all everybody is running now. Shit you not. True story. Literally just happened to me like 5 to 10 minutes ago with me recording this video right now. Legit. Just played this guy. And the crazy thing about it is it's man. So I have guys who can beat man, but for some weird reason, every year they always have some player that stops everything. So I'm like, all right, I get on the mic. I'm not really mad. I'm just like kind of just irritated because I'm just like, how is this shit stopping everything I'm doing? How is this possible? And what he's doing is in Mike Blitz 3, if you can see the player art right now, you know that the linebacker who's in the middle, he's the one supposed to be blitzing. But most people have a sub linebacker sitting right there. So they're taking a sub linebacker and doing how people used to do back in Madden 15, 16, and 17, and maybe 8. No, I ain't gonna say 18, but 15, 16, and 17, when we used to take the linebacker and just patrol the field. So they're doing that instead of actually having them blitz. So as a result of that now all of a sudden creates a different level of challenge now, which it don't matter to me because I'm gonna find the open man regardless. But then that's when I start getting hit with the inaccurate this, inaccurate that. And I'm gonna talk about the quarterback situation too. But I get on the mic and I just tell him, I'm like, yo, bro, like, is Mike Blitz 3 the only thing that y'all know? Like, just a genuine question. Not even really getting at him, but I'm just like, I see it so many times. Is this the new shit that works now? Is this the new thing now? You know what I'm saying? Enlighten me. And he gets on the mic ever so genuinely. Quote, oh, well, you want me to run something else so you can stop crying? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like that shit, like it wasn't necessarily the fact that he was beating me. I think the score was like fucking, what was the score? I think the score was like 21 to like 7 or maybe 10. I don't know. But no, it had to been maybe 3. No, it had to been 7. It had to been 7. But you know, like I wouldn't even care in the fact that I was being beat. I could care less about that because I'm gonna get my XP. I'm not gonna quit. You know what I mean? But it's just some of the fact that like labbing is dead. Nobody really cares to lab anymore. You know what I'm saying? I remember when Madden used to be a time where people would lab and put time and effort into finding out what beats what defense runs with what play can I run an offense to beat this defense. Like people used to really legit lab, but now it's gotten to a point where people get on YouTube, find some cheap ass defense to sit in, and that'd be that one play that they'll sit in, make a couple adjustments inside of it maybe, and then that stops everything. And it's like, where has the competition gone? How is that competitive when you can just sit in one defense? I bet you there's probably people running Mike Blitz 3 right now, the people that you see on the Madden Championship Series. Not taking nothing away from those guys, but I mean, that's just the current state of Madden as to where we at right now. And it's pitiful. You know what I mean? I can care less the fact that you're beating me, but at least if you beat me, at least you can say you beat me with your entire playbook, or at least 70% of your playbook, and I couldn't stop it. If you beat me like that, then damn, all right, then that means I need to step my shit up. Cause you just hit me with the shit that I wasn't even ready for. But you just sitting one play on offense, one play on defense. I take it back, maybe a handful of players on offense, and then sit in one formation on defense, and then that classifies as good. You're trash. What? Like that shit doesn't make sense to me. There's this one guy, and I genuinely like him. I really do. Pretty sure y'all heard of K-E-P, diehard Philly fan. You know what I'm saying? I believe he was a Marine. Please don't quote me on that, but I think he was a Marine. All right, but I like his Twitch. Don't get me wrong. I like the guy, but you know there was like a little thread that he put, or like a tweet that he put out that said, if you don't like Madden 22, or if you don't like Madden 22, the stuff that they're doing, we have to accept it for what it is. I'm paraphrasing. You have to accept it for what it is and do like such and such. Said he added some other person, and he's like, and it said in all quotes. It said all caps, adjust. So, so I'll go and look at the replies to that or whatever. And somebody said, what is there to adjust to when the defense is practically broken? And it's like, and he says, well, don't play it. And then some people was like, yeah, I'd rather go. Then I was like, yeah, I'm good. I think somebody said, yeah, I'm good on that or something like that. He said, and It was along the lines of something like, yeah, I'll sit this one out. I don't want to play it or something like that. And they said, well, then don't play it. You know what I mean? And it's like, you know, I have absolutely the utmost respect for dude, but it's comments like that just make me be like, all right, like, just because, you know, it happens sometimes to you, other people experience it probably more than you do. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing to adjust to when you got people just dumbing out on zones, or you got people dumbing out on men, or you got personnel that's supposed to be stopping said plays or said routes, but they can't because the defense doesn't have any anticipation. There's no read and react to anybody. You know what I'm saying? So saying adjust is the equivalent to pretty much saying get good. It's ignorant, honestly. You know what I'm saying? To me, it's ignorant. Like I said, I have absolutely no hate to the guy at all whatsoever, but it's just comments like that really just it makes my ass itch, if you will. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just hate hearing shit like that. But moving on to the next thing, the quarterbacks. This shit, like, kind of this annoys me like to the core also. But what I don't understand is, why is there no accuracy or a throw power penalty for guys throwing off their back foot and throwing crossbody with no abilities on? Why is that not something that you penalize players for? I feel like this is going to come later in the update, midway through the year, and then you're finally going to look at it. You know what I'm saying? Why is it that since Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson have done shit like that because they're super acrobatic? I get that, but that's them. Not every quarterback, and Kyler Murray too, him too, but not every quarterback deserves to have that ability to throw off their back foot and they still connect to their target. You know what I'm saying? There's got to be a level of an overthrow or underthrow or the pass just being incomplete because it's an errant pass. Why is there not a penalty for that if there's no ability to do that? I understand that there's like dashing no look or some shit, or dashing dead eye, whatever the case is. You have to have that ability on in order for him to do that. A lot of these quarterbacks I see, they don't have that ability on, but they're still getting away with it. They're even getting hit and there's no accuracy penalty, or there's no throw power penalty. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where you guys get off with this whole idea that there's no penalty for that, but that shit needs to stop immediately, because now it gives players the ability to just play so stupidly because they know that they can do that and get away with it. Because I can't tell you how many times I've had 3 or 4 guys chasing this man. And let's not also fail to mention that the scrambling from quarterbacks is just ridiculous. I've legit seen a guy run around in 3 to 4 circles to escape all my tight ends because, of course, the angles are shit. There's no pursuit angles in Madden. So I've literally watched a guy run in circles, literally running 3 to 4 circles. I shit you not, almost a figure 8 almost. Avoid all my avoid all my linemen and linebackers just to complete a 15-yard pass. And I'm just sitting there like, wow, what could I have done? There's nothing I can do. There's, like I said, the angles are shitty. You can only dive in one angle, and that's straight on. You have no multi-dimensional angles to dive at. So now I have to sit here and watch this man make a fool out of my fucking linebackers and linemen for him to complete a pass that, 1, should have been picked off, and 2, he's tired. How is he still able to get it there full power and full accuracy? How is that possible? Another thing. What's the other thing? Blocking. Clint, this is where I'm about to start getting into you now. Ain't no pause in that shit. I said what the fuck I said. Clint, you were a lineman. I think you played 3 games for the Jets, I think. Quote me if I'm wrong. But you were a lineman in the NFL, and you played also at the collegiate level too. Why is blocking still something that you can't grasp? Why, Clint? Why is blocking still something you don't know how to properly program? I understand you're not literally sitting down and programming at your computer. You're pretty much just pointing fingers and overlooking the footage and seeing that, oh, okay, yeah, that looks good. Maybe you could tweak this. You're the creative gameplay director. Cool, I get that. But Clint, do you look at the war in the trenches, Clint? Do you look at that? Or is all that head banging messing with your memory to the point where you can't remember how to do it? Is it that bad, Clint? Please help me understand. Why is that so hard? People, I can legitimately show you what blocking is supposed to look like from 2K, Game Day, Fever. I can show you what blocking is supposed to look like on all aspects of that. And these are old video games, Clint. These are old video games. You are in next gen. This is the future of football gaming, and you still can't get that right. How is that possible? Help me understand, Clint. How is that possible? Why is it that now when I run the ball, for the longest, okay, when you're running the ball, Clint, I'm pretty sure your assignment as a lineman, you're blocking for the running back, you're creating daylight for him to run, right? So as a result of that, when you stand up and you start creating daylight, as soon as the play snap, boom, all right, play snapped. Because you don't have a guy that's directly in front of you, your man to the right or left you, depending on what side you're on, he has a man that's in front of him. So as a result of that, you help him with his block for a split second, push or do whatever you need to do to try to create a hole, and then you go up the field and try to create daylight for him. Not saying that you gotta mow through everybody, that'd be nice. I'm not saying you gotta mow through everybody and tell them, all right, come on, follow me. Not saying that. But you are spending way too much time helping this guy on a double team block, therefore clogging up a hole, or now you're creating daylight enough for me to get through and try to at least get at least 5 or 6 on the damn play. There are so many holes I've seen that could have been created, and I'm just saying to myself, I'm like, damn, if you just went up and blocked that guy right there, I probably would have had a touchdown, or I might have had 20 yards right there. But you're so hell-bent on trying to help people on assignments that you're forgetting the whole main idea as to when it comes down to blocking and creating room for somebody. That shit annoys me. That really pisses me off. This is coming from somebody in Madden 2003 when I first started actually getting into Madden. This is on PS2. That was my first basis around the game. I knew how to run the ball, from scrambling QBs to running backs. Mind you, I'm an Eagles fan, so we had Deuce Staley. Brian Westbrook, I think, was a rookie at that time. But at the same as that time, it's like, bro, how am I supposed to follow my blockers when you got them turning around to go block somebody who's not even a factor in the play? I've had a guy legitimately on a toss, and I think it was single back bunch. The guy literally couldn't figure out who to block. He couldn't figure out who to block. So what he did was he turned around, bumped into me, and pushed me back, and then created more of a tackle for a loss. It's like, Clint, why are you not picking up on this? Why is it so hard for you to understand that? Has the hits helmet to helmet have the helmet to helmet hits got to you yet? Because that's what it seems like to me. That's what it feels like. Because as many times as we keep kicking these footages and clips out to you about what block is supposed to be, you have repeated the same mistake every year. Every year you have yet to nail blocking. I'll never forget, there was a time back in NCAA 14, they had an actual lineman, I think from either NFL or somebody that was like a 5-star collegiate level athlete that came in there and showed them how blocking was supposed to be. Now, it was sometimey because that's due to EA's programming, but they had somebody there that wasn't somebody that worked at EA. They legit had somebody come in from actually being out there in the trenches and actually and show them, and hopefully they understood what blocking was supposed to be. Now, mind you, that was still shaky sometimes, but at least they had somebody come in. You know what I mean? But Clint, it seems to me that you don't understand that. You don't understand what we're trying to kick to you. Like this piss poor work ethic has got to end. You got people that legit spend all their money to play a Madden football game, especially on next gen. You got people spending their hard-earned money to play a better football game than last year. All that franchise shit, I can care less about that. Now, no disrespect to the people that's doing franchises. Y'all are into that. No disrespect to y'all. Please do not take this wrong. Okay, I'm glad y'all are getting the advancements y'all need. But to be completely honest and to be frank, franchise should be second compared to these legacy issues we keep having. Honest to God, that should be like the franchise should be, that's a close second to these legacy issues we're having. No disrespect, and I mean no disrespect, but this shit has got to end, Clint. You are showing everybody why people go at your neck the way that you do, because you don't care. Stop telling us you care. No, you don't. There's nothing that you've shown us that says you care. Get in the lab and go fix the zone defense. Go fix man defense. Go fix the speed disparity. Fix that. Y'all had to fix that shit last year, because if somebody had Tyreek Hill, you forget about it. You would get burnt every game. Every game over the top, underneath, didn't matter. You would get burnt. We're almost having that same problem again this year. You had to put a patch out. Literally, I don't know how close that patch was to the time that it launched, but y'all had to hurry and put one out because people were getting burnt because of that. We're almost having the same issue again, but this time the defense is dumbing out for some weird reason. Like Clint, I'm still stuck on the simple fact that you're not understanding where we're coming from. This is why you block Ryan Moody. This is why you block 90% of people in the sim community. The Madden community is trash. It is garbage. All right, I don't care the fact that you're making. Hit my mic again. I don't care the fact that you're making money off of this. I don't give a fuck. I don't care, because money doesn't equate to the gameplay. All that money people are shelling into you, you're not giving that back to the fans. You're not giving that to the core fan base. Every time I look, every year it's a problem. Every year is the issue that you seem to not avoid, because you're prioritizing the money over the gameplay, and you do it every year, Clint. This is why people go at your neck. You can block me all you want. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. You're sensitive, Clint. You're obviously a sensitive human being that can't take constructive criticism, because we have done it every year trying to show you what exactly needs to be worked on, but you still have yet to actually hit the nail on the head. Every year, man, every year. So as far as I'm concerned, Clint, you will never create a Madden. You will never create a great Madden. You will never will. The day that you create a Madden that has, I ain't gonna say it has no problems, because Madden's gonna have problems, but the day that you create a Madden, I swear to God, I will make a video and I will apologize. But until then, you are a poor man's version of a football game. You will never equate to a great football game. Just like the other football games that came before this one, you will never make a great football game compared to the rest of those. You never will. You are a piss poor work ethic person, and I hope that they relieve your position and put you somewhere where you're programmed. I hope they do. I really hope that they do, because you, as a creative director, do not deserve to be in the position that you're in. Straight up. So fuck Man 22 and the whole EA team. I'm out. Peace.